Now, I hate to brag. I know your man really wouldn't like the Beretta, but he'd hate the mag. I guarantee you that. Here you go, a blank check. Now rock yourself out. But in the meantime, knock yourself out. Okay?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Johnny Jones. You know, often we don't get to see what was happening behind some of the best songs and albums we listen to daily. Most of the times, working with the label on which songs are going to come out, there are some that the artist didn't like, but went on to become a hit and a soundtrack for a lot of people's lives. Jadakiss recently sat down on a personal party podcast with Smoke Dizza to talk about how Knock Yourself Out came about, working with the Neptunes. Originally, there was a beat before that Kiss loved, but Chad and Pharrell went in another direction.
When they play me the version y'all hear now of Knock Yourself Out, I hated it. I said, hell no, dog, where's the other beat at? They like, nah, trust me, this shit's gonna ring on, this shit's gonna be a hit. Me, no it ain't. I hate this shit. Pick talking to me, this, I think I left the studio, I'm out, man. Always fucking changing my Got out of there, my shit was blown. Then I think, I'm like, fuck it. There was nothing I could do. That shit came out and then people loved that.
It worked out though. Knock Yourself Out went on to become a hit. Even the video was a classic with the car, and that's when dudes fell in love with Melissa Ford. Crazy. But thing is, if Jadakiss loved the first beat way more, how did it sound like, and who ended up having it? You have to trust the producer. The Neptunes knew what they were doing. Ollaback, who was also produced by the duo, Fabulous spoke back in the day on how he didn't like the record.
I never. We both too come from the street, so even like my friend when we did the holla back with Pharrell, and he was like, holla back, woo. I was like, what? Like that was another thing that coming up as an artist from the street, and they trying to get you to expand and make hit records, and you're like, man, I'm not saying holla back, woo, and you know what I'm saying? It just felt weird, you know what I'm saying? Just like I wanted to make keeping it gangster kind of records, but I was like, kept being told you can't make every record like Keeping It Gangster. You can make it Keeping It Gangster, but your whole album can't be Keeping It Gangster.
And it became a hit. Video was a classic too. Back then, it seemed like they had a formula when it came to make a hit song. You realize when you hear the lyrics pattern.
The first one you gave me before that, he was like, yo, listen to Vanilla Ice, Ice, Ice Baby. You remember that? Mm-hmm. You know what that was? Holla back, youngin'. Woo, woo, I couldn't do it. You gave me that first. I said, no, I can't fuck with Vanilla Ice. So if you listen to Fabs, holla back, youngin', woo, woo, it's Ice, Ice Baby. Look, rolling. Go do this. You told me to study the Jungle Brothers. Yeah. You remember that?
Yes.
You told me that. He was like, it was Uncle Sam, Mike G, say what? The join the slam. With his manager Chris, the join the slam. 5,000. Boom and watch. Sound system. State of the art. Now listen to nothing. NOR, Pop B, say what? That nigga's the man. With his manager Chris and the label the jam, still flossing. So on your watch. You ain't you dudes heard grimy, man, we still, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all peeped that before? Further in the interview, Jadakiss said that he will be doing more voiceovers in movies in the future. You can check out Fearless on Netflix, a family movie that was released a couple years ago.
Here you go, Chubby. You can start flossing with this.
It will be dope to see Jadakiss doing more of that. Shout out to D Block. That's it. This was Johnny Jones. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be safe out there. Love.
Not finding these niggas, finding the siren, and finding these niggas outside. I feel like Malcolm X and peeping out the blinds. It's gonna be brothers on the sun, it's all shot. Man down, click clack. Who your man now? I know you heard about Gucci Man. Oh my God.